I am seated already. I am seated
Okay.
already. I don't know if you're comfortable.
Yeah, it's comfortable. So,
Okay.
hmm.
All
Can we
right.
start? All
No
right.
problem. No problem. I am very okay.
Okay. So,
Yes. So thank you for hosting me actually, because of
okay.
course
Wait.
probably you
Recording is
might have.
started. Ba. Recording is started from now. So let's
Okay.
start. Uh, Hey everyone, welcome to the my first web podcast. I'm your host Aman Rabbani, and today I have a very special guest all the way from Sierra Leone, Ba Muhammad, and
Yeah.
we are going to talk about culture, daily life, tradition, and more. So stay tuned. Ba, can you tell me about yourself?
All right. Thank you very much, Amen. Of course, this is my very first time of having a session like this, so I want to say it's a pleasure, and then being hosted by you, of course. Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
then so, sure, I am Ba Mohammed, of course, from Sierra Leone, and I am 27 years old. Of course, I live in one of the city. I mean, one of the city in the northern part of Sierra Leone. The city named Makeni. I am currently volunteering. I'm a graduate actually. So, so I am volunteering for the National Communications Authority. That is a
Mhm.
sector, yeah, in
Okay.
the government. Yeah, it is an authority in the government sector. So I am also a person that is actually passionate about research. Also youth empowerment. Storytelling,
Mhm.
and of course promoting the culture of my country.
That's great.
Yeah.
The intro is
So,
your is very good. So
okay.
many
Very
people
much.
are don't know much about Sierra Leone. How would you describe your country to someone who is new? Like, what
Okay.
do you say about
Uh,
Indian people who's like don't know about Sierra Leone?
Okay. So I can say Sierra Leone, it's actually a very small country, located and then in West Africa,
Mm-hmm.
right on the Atlantic Ocean. Of course, also we are known for our beautiful beaches. Sierra Leone is known for its beautiful beaches. Of course, it is also known for its minerals,
Mm-hmm.
and friendly people, and of course,
Yeah.
a strong cultural traditions. We are known for all of that. It's a country that is very diverse. With over a dozen ethnic groups. We have over a dozen ethnic groups residing here in Sierra Leone. And of course, we speak here several languages, you know, and then, yeah, that is some of our local languages and some professional languages as well.
So you speak English or what is your first
Yeah,
language?
we speak English as our official language here. We speak English. We also do have, yeah, other languages that we do speak, locally, but our professional and official language here is English language.
Like in India, we speak Hindi, I told you, and
Indeed.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, you told me. Yeah,
mm,
you told me when we met.
yeah.
Yes, of course. So for Sierra Leone, and English is the official language. You know, even in schools and other workplaces, that's the language we actually use.
Okay. Is it going good or
Yes.
like, yeah,
Well, I think we are trying. I think we're trying. So
okay.
let's keep going.
So, let's talk about social media. Do young people there use social media like YouTube, Instagram, Reel, TikToks? What trending there now?
Yeah, sure. We actually use social media. I can say most of the literate people here do use social media. That's
Mhm.
definite. So I can say almost everyone, even some illiterates, to actually use social media. They just have to know some basics on how about to utilize a particular social media. So we do use that, the likes of WhatsApp, the likes of TikTok, the likes of Facebook, Instagram, you name them. We do use them, but the most commonly used here is actually WhatsApp, because we do
WhatsApp.
use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do use that to communicate, in a lesser cost. So majority, even people, even aged people do
Mhm.
manage to use WhatsApp. They don't mind, like asking probably their kids or even grandchildren to just, teach them how to go about it, because it is actually something that is very common here right now. Of course, TikTok is another huge, um, social media that is actually used here right now.
Mhm.
People do dance challenges, do create some comedy skits, and even educational content. They use that because it is also a platform right now that is actually trending, not just in Sierra Leone, but worldwide. So it is
But
actually
in
another
India,
one that is
okay, in India, many people, like most of the people, use Instagram and WhatsApp, and
okay.
recently, like TikTok is banned in India. Like
Okay.
2 or 3 years before, TikTok is banned, so we don't use TikTok. We use Instagram Reels instead of TikTok.
Okay, okay. Well, it is not like that here in Sierra Leone. Of course, we are free to use TikTok, we are free to use WhatsApp, Instagram, and all. But like I said, the most commonly used right now, it is TikTok. More especially that it is a social media that people do monetize. They do make money out of it. And also they do, spread messages through that, because, like I said, it is a platform, or yeah, that is actually trending worldwide. So we do use that. Come on.
Can you share about a special celebration of Sierra Leone?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course, yes. Yes, we do have special occasions or festivals here. The one big one that we actually do celebrate in a grand style, a very unique way. It's the Independence Day. That's the day
Okay.
that Sierra Leone gains independence. It is actually celebrated on the 27th day of April every year, because on
Okay.
the 27th day of April 1961, Sierra Leone got its independence, you know, because we were colonized by the British people. So on the 27th day of April, of course, that was the day that we gained our independence, you know. Of course, it is a day, that we do celebrate, like I said, in a grand style, you know. There is music and parades, and of course, parties all over the country. Yeah, that's something that we do organize. We also do have traditional masquerades, and then masquerade festivals. Of course, also we do have people dress up in colorful costumes, and dance in the streets of every city within Sierra Leone. So it is actually something that is, very colorful, and it is a festival that we do celebrate every year. It is a powerful day. Okay.
What's daily life of young people in Sierra Leone, and is everyone are educated there or like not?
No, well, I wouldn't say everyone is not actually educated here. We have literates and we also do have illiterates. But about the daily life, it depends on where you live. It depends on where you find yourself. Because we have different regions and we have different things that we do practice. So it all depends on the area you live. Like for urban areas like the capital, Freetown, young people do go to school, or work, during the day. And in the evenings, most times during the weekends, we do hang out, go to beaches, or play football. Like for me personally, I'm somebody that is actually in love with football. So,
Mhm.
every weekend, even if it's for a day during the weekend because we do have Saturday and Sundays as weekends.
Okay.
So even if it's for a day, I'll make sure every weekend, if it is Saturday or Sunday, I'll make sure that I actually, do involve in, in something like playing football, or, that kind of thing. Of course, there are also the challenges, there are also challenges that we do face, with our daily life here, like limited access to jobs, and resources. But of course, the youth here are very actually creative, and resilient.
That's great.
Yeah. So
So,
yeah, we
uh,
use that scope.
not many people are like educated.
And yeah, no, definitely not everyone is educated. And I would say the people that actually live in urban areas are the most educated, the
Okay.
people that do have access to, educational facilities. So most of the people living in some remote rural areas then tend to do another thing,
What are your hope
one.
for Sierra Leone people like in future?
Okay. Um, of course, I hope to see my country, Sierra Leone,
Mm-hmm.
where I can say every child, get access to good education because it is actually one of our challenges here. So in the future, I want to see that Sierra Leone reaches that peak, where every child has access to good education because, of course, when you empower the child, of course, you empower the nation. And then,
Yes.
of course, yeah, we are also youth do have the opportunities to lead. Youth should be given the platform, to lead, to make decisions. So I want to see Sierra Leone in that position,
Hmm.
in the future. And also, we are youth. We use our culture and creativity, to grow because all of those things are things that are actually that actually matters. We can use our culture and creativity, to create something, to make something, out of it for the country, because I do believe the future is bright actually. If we continue working together and investing in our people, of course the future of our country will be very bright.
So I'm telling you, like you said, I ask you, what are your hopes or dream for Sierra Leone people in future? You say you wanted to saw everyone educated. That is,
Educated. Yeah.
that's your first point. I wanted you to add like second or third point. If you,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Well, I'll actually want to see also then my country as a country we do have good health facilities because it is also another challenge, and then of course there are some sicknesses that we do encounter here, and what doctors do recommend is to take that sick person from here to the likes of Ghana or even India.
hmm,
Yeah, there are people that do sick here. You have to, if you want to get them healed, you just have to travel with them. I mean, travel them to India, for better medical attention. That
yeah,
is all because we don't have that kind of medical facilities here. So I actually want to see that in future we do have medical facilities, and of course a lot of opportunities for youths because there are there are a lot of challenges that we the youth do face here. Of course, I'm a graduate, like I said, and like 2 years now. I've been a graduate for like 2 years now. I am still finding it difficult to have a sustainable job.
job.
Since then, since I graduated, I've been having the opportunity to like volunteer and all, and on to this very moment, I haven't had the opportunity of having a permanent job. So that is because the opportunities are limited here, job
Yeah.
opportunities. So I also want to have to see my country in the future, having a lot of job opportunities.
Can let's end the session. Do you have something to say about my subscribers?
Yeah. So, like I said, I wish people, know more about us, how vibrant, talented, and how full of potential we
Yes.
are. The people here, of course, we are, we've gone, sorry, we've gone through a lot, of course, through hardship. The likes of 11 years rebel war, of course, that is back in the 90s. And of course, and in the 20s also, we do have Ebola epidemic. That is a sickness that actually do also made us go through a lot. But we are still standing strong. Despite all of those things that do happen to us, we still, standing strong. And of course, Sierra Leone is more than its past. We are more than what people used to know about us. Right now. So we are actually trying to build, a bright future. Despite all of the challenges that we went through. So I wish people know all of that.
Let's hope everything get fine and we meet at Sierra Leone one day.
Yeah. I mean.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
So is it that we meet in Sierra Leone or we meet in India? Any of the two.
Yeah. I know
But
it will be happen
we surely meet one day,
one
inshallah.
day, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
brother.
brother.
Thank you for your time. Uh, it's pleasure meeting
I,
you.
I actually appreciate you so much, bro. So much. And I want to say I'm also always available, for whatever you want, because probably and I am the only close friend you're having from Sierra Leone, and
Yes.
maybe there's more about Sierra Leone that would like to know in the future and all. So I'm actually always available. Just let me know whatever. Yeah.